Before we get started with today's video, I just wanted to give you a quick update on the whole story here. So the trailers app, or like I call it, the playable teaser that's dropping for Abandoned on PS5 is actually being delayed till Friday. In this video I keep mentioning it comes out on Tuesday, but that's because it just got delayed 45 minutes ago as I'm recording this. So I just want to read the tweet for you guys. The Abandoned trailers app got delayed for 3 days due to localization issues. We had to delay it. Apologies for this, launching Friday the 25th. Also, the app will kick off with an introduction to get you guys introduced with its purpose and how to use the app. So there you have it. There's a few more days delayed on this whole situation. So we'll see what new rumors come up before Friday. So I'll keep you guys posted. Let's just get into the video. To start off this video, I just want to make this one bold claim right at the start because I highly believe what I'm about to say. 100% believe that there is going to be a new Silent Hill game within the next 2 years from when I'm recording this. That's a pretty bold claim, and it's kind of weird. You're kind of probably thinking like, huh? What? Especially if you don't know what's going on with the whole Blue Box Studios thing. In this video, I'm not gonna go down every single little thing because there's just so much conspiracy around this studio, but I'll give you the general gist of everything so people can understand what's going on. If you don't know anything about it, I'll just give you guys a quick little summary about it. So to start off, as you're seeing right behind me on the screen here, this is where all begins. So Sony drops a game trailer on their main YouTube page. It's this weird looking like tech demo thing, very eerie, has like this weird voiceover on it. The truth is the game looked like no game. It looked fake, it looked just not like anything. That, you know, made people start thinking that this may be the new Silent Hill, you know, because it just seemed fake. I mean, honestly, I don't think they did a good job at hiding it. I really felt like it just doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like a real game. Just off of this, as I'm watching this again, because I haven't seen this in, you know, a while, but yeah, just rewatching this right now is just, yeah, this game by itself doesn't look like a game. So yeah, with all that being said, at this time, they denied it and everything, saying, oh, it's not that, it's just this thing. You go read the PlayStation blog about it. There's nothing about the game being Silent Hill, whatever. It's just like, even reading the PlayStation blog, it just doesn't seem like real either. Like, I don't know. There's just too much about it. Just like, a lot of it just does not seem real at all. And this gameplay is just so weird. Gameplay reveal coming soon, right? So that's important. To just cut to the chase, I want to just give you basically what the whole situation is, right? So that trailer comes out. It looks weird. Basically, it seems like a PT thing. Remember PT, the playable teaser for Silent Hills that happened like in 2014, 2015, I believe, around there? It seems like we're about to get another PT, and this thing's about to come out very soon. Yeah, this is very, very exciting, interesting stuff. Regardless of if this is real or not real, which I'm sorry to, you know, be a tinfoil hat person here, but I think 100% it's real. Like, I buy into all this. Like, it just doesn't, a lot of this doesn't make any sense for it to be not either Kojima or Silent Hill. Like, it could just not be Kojima, it could just not be Silent Hill, but it has to be one of those two things. Like, it has to be one of those two things. And when my statement that I made in the beginning saying that Silent Hill is gonna come out within the next 2 years, listen, if that doesn't come out because of this project, that's separate. I still do think a new Silent Hill game is coming out because there's a lot of just rumblings about this for the past 2 years about a new Silent Hill. People just keep mentioning it. Like, oh, this Silent Hill game, they keep mentioning this thing. There's like a lot of credible sources that keep mentioning a new Silent Hill game is being made and all this stuff. So regardless if it's this game right now, this whole teaser thing going on, this possibly Kojima thing, even if it's not Silent Hill, I still think separate from this, there is going to be a new Silent Hill game, whether it's at Xbox or at PlayStation, which realistically, I do think this is the Silent Hill thing because I don't see what else it can be. So with that being said, I want to get into little pieces of proof that I feel like validate this, and also some other things I don't even think that's on this list that I will probably bring up myself. Possibly, I don't know. We'll see what's on this list. I haven't actually looked at this list. I just know what a lot of people have been talking about. So let's get into it. Let's look at this list real quick. Okay, so we have this Reddit post from 2 days ago. Like I said, if you guys are caught up on this is not going to be brand new news to you or anything. I just wanted to make this video to just make my point and say where I stand with this whole thing, because I am a ginormous fan of PT. I played it literally the second it dropped. I watched the whole Gamescom presentation, whatever. I was there day one, like, and I was terrified. Absolutely devastated, like everyone else, you know, got canceled and everything. So I'm hoping this is real, so I am a believer. But yeah, let's just get back into this real quick. Let's go. Okay, first, the tweet that started it all. What they're talking about is a tweet. Let me see if I open that up. Here's the tweet they're speaking about. And this is why it's so funny, because it's like, I just don't know that Sony would allow a company to be working with them and allow them to tweet things like this if it isn't real, and if it also is like messing with licenses, because Konami isn't, you know, associated with Sony and all that stuff, and the IP of Silent Hill isn't associated with Sony. Guess the name: abandon equals first letter S, last letter L, reveal closing in soon. So it's like, you know, they know people since April are saying that this game is Silent Hill. And then you say this on Twitter. I know that, like, again, you go, oh, they're trolling or whatever. But it's like, yeah, again, I just don't believe a game that was revealed on PlayStation's blog is going to be allowed to just joke around about teasing Silent Hill, because what else is that? What else is that? I seen people call it Surgical or something, but I don't. Bro, there's no way. And again, to be fair, they are denying it. They're making tweets saying like, oh, we're sorry, like, we don't insinuate us to like work with Kojima. We had nothing to do with Kojima, had nothing to do with Silent Hill, whatever. But they just continuously do this. Like, why is this tweet still up then? You know? So you just delete this tweet. Like, this tweet does not need to exist. But they just left it up. So I don't know. They made an apology, but the tweet's still up, so there's that. Let's move on. Okay, so the next thing they're mentioning here on this thing is that, you know, Kojima has done this before, which, I mean, that's not even something that's really go down. Everyone knows that he's always done this before, make fake studios and fake presentations. He's done it for Metal Gear Solid and for PT. So we kind of already know that's a thing. Okay, this is one coincidence that people will mention, which again, I think is a troll. Again, just going into the fact that the studio is fake and it's just a joke, it's a troll. But basically saying that the animated logo, the PlayStation logo and the blue box logo is basically just the PlayStation Studios logo, but instead of it being white, it's black. It's like inverted colors, and it has the same exact font as the PlayStation Game Studios. But yeah, it's called Blue Box Game Studios. So this is literally, I think it's just Sony. It's just Kojima Productions, and this is just Sony. I think they're allowed to do this because they have the license from Silent Hill or from Konami or whatever. So I'm pretty sure this is just Sony. I think this is Sony. This is like a part of Sony or Kojima Productions, but like with the green light of Sony to do this. Because again, it's like Blue Box Game Studios. It's like Game Studios S is like, this is supposed to be a small indie thing. It's like, this is a joke. They're making fun of the PlayStation logo, obviously. So let's move on, right? Blue Box is a term used for phone scams. Employees of the company, their LinkedIn profiles are, they're just using stock photos. It says this. Jeff Keighley follows the Twitter account, and he also like talked about promoting the game with Jeff Keighley. It's like, this is too much, and he made videos about it, like on Twitter, like, hey guys, yeah, I'm gonna they DM me about promoting their game, I'm gonna help them out. It's just obvious, as you know, Jeff Keighley and Hideo Kojima are like best friends. So, or I mean, honestly, I feel like Jeff Keighley wants to be friends with him, and he kind of just like lets him or something. I don't know. So yeah, there's a part in the trailer, the tree that you saw in the trailer, like it's blocking the letters P and T. Probably obvious. So those are some of the smaller things I see on this list, but yeah, we're about to get into one of the biggest ones on this list, which is the head of the game studios, this guy named Hasan Kahraman. His initials are the same thing as Hideo Kojima. It's H and K. So, oh, there you go. What a coincidence. But I think that's even crazier. And this just goes back into the trolling of the company. Let's get into it. So if you take the guy's last name, right? We copy that. We go to Google Translate from Japanese to Turkish. There you go. How in the world is that such a perfect coincidence? And what makes it even worse is that when you go to their Twitter, you see that they tweeted this, which someone tweets at them saying, I know this guy from somewhere, and they say he looks Turkish with that mustache. They know they're trolling. I think what's going on at this point is that they know that people know, and they're just kind of like just messing with it now. Like, yeah, they know. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't know. I just feel like I just don't know I just don't see it going any other way right now. So next thing I want to talk about is very much older news. I think this happened, yeah, back in February, even before that trailer came out. But basically, it was a composer of all the Silent Hill games, which basically there was an interview with him, and he mentioned that Silent Hill composer Akira Yamaoka was speaking on the AlHub YouTube channel, where he teased that a summer project was in the works, claiming it's the one that fans are hoping to hear about. And then it was taken down by Konami. That's what people thought before, but then Konami said like we did not ask them to take that down. I think that's like deflecting. That really doesn't matter, that whole point, because it doesn't matter who told them to not say it. It could have been Sony, it could have been, you know, Kojima's company who told them not to say that because they wanted to keep it secret. And yeah, but I don't know, this right here is I think one of my main reasons why I do believe a new game is coming in the series. I know that sounds weird to say, that just because this composer thing happened is the reason why I 100% believe it, but it is. I just feel like, you know, it's just too on the nose, you know? Saying that there's a summer project that he's claiming that this is the ones that the fans are actually hoping about. This is the one they always were hoping to hear about. And it's like, dude, what else can that be? Like, it's nothing else than this, you know? So, and yeah, and the other game that released was The Medium, with that already released, you know? So it's like, it can't be that. So yeah, all that leaves is Silent Hill. It's not only him, even last year, there's just been so much things about a new Silent Hill game coming out. And we're at the point where you go to this Blue Box Studios' even YouTube channel. Watch this. This is their website. Look at this. Like, what is this? This just seems so fake. This is so fake. But yeah, their YouTube channel, look at this, watch. Look at their banner. What does that banner say to you guys? I mean, to me it seems like some hills, and it seems like it's pretty silent out there. There's no sound, you know, there's some pretty silent hills. There's that. It is obvious. This is their thing they posted on Twitter, their announcement of their real-time trailers application that's going to be available to download on June 20th on the PS5. That date has been changed, I believe, to come out on Tuesday. So experience all the trailers, including gameplay reveals, in real time on your PS5. It's like, what in the world is that? The only other thing that's ever been like this was something else we all know, and we all know by the name of the playable teaser, which is PT. This is the same thing. It's just not calling it PT. It's not calling it a playable teaser. It's just calling it real time. Because I think what's gonna be, it's like they're gonna be in engine. Like they're gonna be a thing we're gonna watch it in engine, and I think you're gonna be able to play it. Like I think you're gonna be able to interact with it in a way. I think we're gonna get a new PT on Tuesday. I think we're gonna get something of that nature. A cryptic, weird thing we're gonna download that's gonna make no sense at all, and I don't think it's gonna reveal what this is, and I feel like I hope it doesn't. I don't want Tuesday to come and that we instantly know. I think it's fun, because I think it's fun to like speculate. I want this to be so confusing, and I don't want the answer to be in there at all. I want to keep teasing it. I want to keep throwing us little nuggets, and then maybe we get a reveal in like a PlayStation Direct or a PlayStation State of Play thing. So we'll see what happens with that, but I'm super excited. I hope this thing is good. I hope it isn't just trailers that we just sit there and watch it. We can actually play it. I really hope so. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, to wrap things up, I just want to go again and just clarify my claims here. I want to just say again, I 100% believe that we're gonna get a new Silent Hill game, whether it's this year or next year. I do think we're gonna get a new game. I think Konami isn't gonna hold on to this IP that strongly. They're also, I seen like they're dropping like new merch for the game, or for Silent Hill in general, for whatever reason. I don't know, like Konami's officially doing this, like dropping shirts or something. So that's another little hint that's like, that's random. Why are you just dropping this random merch? But there's, I mean, Silent Hill is big. I guess it's a big property. I guess famous enough, right? Because they got it Dead by Daylight, so there's something there, right? I do think that we are gonna see Silent Hill. I think it's due time that they bring this back. I think you have to be not smart to be a company and be like, we own this IP and we're just never gonna use it. Like, I just don't believe that's a thing. And if you know the history about Silent Hill at all, only the first 4 games were like made in Japan and like internally at Konami. The rest of the games were like outsourced to like a whole bunch of European and American developers. So, you know, obviously that was still all like in-house, like that was still their company doing it, like publishing it and everything, but they were definitely like open and lenient to like letting other people use the IP to make a game for them. But I think at this point they're like realizing that, like, you know, they're not gonna make any other AAA games at the moment, or for what we know. Maybe they are, and then the way they're gonna do it, and the way they know they're gonna do it successfully, is by working with PlayStation. Whether Kojima's involved or not, I do think they're gonna make new Silent Hill games, because I just feel like they need to. They need to, you know, because if there's demand, you need to give the audience that. I do think the reason why back in the day PT was easily dismissed and abandoned, you know, was because at that time even Resident Evil was in a bad state. Like that game, PT came out pre Resident Evil 7 and like pre Resident Evil being good. And if you know anything about Resident Evil and Silent Hill, they pretty much go hand in hand. Those were like, they're like competing. They've always been competing since the beginning, right? I think what happened was, like, you even see, like, Resident Evil 7 was 100% influenced by PT. So you've seen that happen, and that game was actually a full game and it actually released and everything. We're at the point now that we have remakes of all the old games of Resident Evil, and then there's Resident Evil 8, which is super successful. Konami 100% has seen this since Resident Evil 7 and was like, man, I think it's time to come back. Because, like I said, survival horror on like the AAA scale was not good in 2014, 2015. Everything was washed out at that point. Everything was like action games and crazy at that point, so it wasn't even like worth it. So I'm not saying that's the reason why they canceled it, but I'm just saying I feel like Konami, it made more sense for them to ignore it back then. But we're at the point now that all these other horror games have came out now, and it's like, it's about time that you get back on and at least let someone else revive this thing. Because yeah, Silent Hill's very beloved, and I'd love to see it come back. I would absolutely love to see Hideo Kojima direct the game, because I mean, we'll basically just get the game that we always wanted, or even better, because, you know, it's now going to be on PS5 and not a PS4 game. And I feel like he learned a lot from being independent with Death Stranding and everything. So, man, this is going to be really cool. I really can't wait. And listen, if nothing happens, if this thing on Tuesday is nothing, I'm excited that we had this journey, you know? I'm excited that we had this journey, because this thing is just fun to like go into. The rabbit hole's as fun as hell. It always is. But you can't make these things up. You can't make these coincidences if they're not coinciding with Hideo Kojima himself or with Konami themselves. It just doesn't happen. So that's all I have for you guys today. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Do you guys think I'm crazy? Do you guys believe this is gonna happen? Yeah, just let me know in the comments. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys give me a like, because that really helps me out. And if you guys can, subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this or anything else. Just let me know. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.